There you are. Okay, mate. I guess we're doing this after all. Sorry to impede on your little territory. But it is what it is. Okay. Hello fellow survivors and welcome to the Long Dark. In the very literal sense, it's a black screen with just a bed on it. We're here in Stalker mode, our vacation spot, playing on Stalker. Isn't that fun? And we are, believe it or not, in the gold mine. Don't believe me? Here we are. We are fully rested and the weather outside is terrible, so I think we're going to wait a little bit longer. But here we are on the gold mine. This is where we left it. This is part 10 of this series, the series that I return to every now and again when I need a light-hearted break from whatever else I'm doing content-wise from the Long Dark. And believe it or not, if you're watching this back-to-back from the series, then you just skipped from episode 9 to 10, when in real time it's been close to 8 months since the last part of this one, because so much has happened with interloper stuff and Wintermeat walkthroughs and all that stuff. And of course I also have a little baby who's growing up more and more. Anyway, we're here in the mines, and that's all well and done, but the problem is there's a blizzard outside, as you can hear. Sun's coming up soon, so I think the best course of action here is to actually sleep a little bit longer and then go outside. So we're going to douse this lantern. We're going to drink some water. We're going to pass time for about 2 hours, then sleep for 1 hour. And then we'll go from there. There we are. I'll sleep 1 hour. Fingers crossed, blizzard ends. Sounds like it didn't. Going out in the blizzard isn't fun. At least not now. Okay, sun is up. Try that again. 2 hours. Sounded like it was on, but it wasn't. There it is. I think it might be done now. Yeah, that sounds like it's finally over. Now, in the last episode, we got the backpack, which combined with the moose-hide satchel and well fed means we can carry a ton of stuff. And I also have some more loot here. I'm taking a lot of this stuff back. I'm not sure about bringing the work gloves, but we can always harvest them for cured leather. Same with this stuff. We can actually harvest that now, slightly likely. So, we should bring this back to our base, which is Foreman's Retreat, which is up here. And we could just go back to where we came, but I think what we're actually going to do, we're going to take the High Meadow route to this, to the base. So instead, let's eat something just to, you know, be a bit lighter. Let's eat this thing. We got a lot of teas, but that's okay. Let's drink some water. We don't have any lamp oil. We have 2 hatchets. Oh, we have a little bit. 2 hatchets that we found in here. Some kits ruined. Let's leave that. Carrying a little bit too much stuff here, but that's okay. We have space for some. Let's head out of here and go from there. We also have coal. We have 15 pieces of coal already and a bunch of the matches. There was so much loot inside the gold mine. I'm going to take it back to my base and then we'll resituate ourselves there. Foreman's Retreat is a great base just because of the views. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to play this now, those of you who have regular followers of my channel might be wondering, well, you know, you also have the World of Fire and the Days to return to. I'm still doing the one region challenge in Blackrock. Yeah, doing all that stuff. But I kind of fancy taking a little break because as of this recording, we're still in the midst of, you know, episode 5 discussions. At this point, episode 5 of Wintermeat has been out for 2 weeks. There's a lot of opinions about it. Most people have played it by now. Things are starting to settle down, but there's still a lot to say about it. in terms of its ending and characters in it and the whole thing. And I've made the playthrough, a review, and also another smaller videos. I think there's like 6 videos plus the last video I made before release was predictions. I think there's like 7 videos in a row about episode 5, and I think it's time to do something else, just to have a little break. But I'm going to do more episode 5 stuff, but let's just have a little vacation away from Wintermute and appreciate the glory that is survival mode, where the game really shines. Because regardless of what you think about episode 5 and Wintermute, love it or hate it, the real peak, the core, you know, the heart of the mountain of the Long Dark is survival mode, and this vast open world we have with great, you know, design terrains, and it's just such a great place to be in and to survive in. And of course this is Stalker, so it's a little bit easier than Interloper. We have a lot of gear, environment's a bit friendly, like more forgiving and that sort of thing, but it's still hardish. And Stalker is my vacation from all other Long Dark stuff. If I don't fancy playing Interloper anymore, I just fancy shooting some weapons, you know, then I go on my Stalker run. I'm just here for a little break, and I am going to continue everything else too. I do have to make... Oh, is this mapped? I guess it's not mapped, right? I think I can map this. I'm going to continue Road 500 Days and the Run Region challenges, but they're both in Blackrock. And I fancy something a little bit more easygoing, which is this. And when I do continue Road to 500 Days, I kind of also want to do that in like in sequence. I would like to do more than one episode and then have a break, because I'm entering Blackrock in the next episode of Road 500 Days. I end the last episode just outside of Blackrock and Keeper's Pass. The next one is the Golden. I think if I'm going to go to Blackrock to begin with, I'd like to record a few episodes back to back, so we have some stuff to release about Blackrock. I think that would be good. So, and I don't want to commit to that right now. I want to have a little bit of survival mode gameplay, and then we'll go back to episode 5 and then back to survival mode again. We'll see how it goes. This is just a really relaxing experience. We're also on day 32 now. My gear is pretty good. As you can see, I have more or less the best gear. This could be bear coat, sure, but this is pretty strong. Plus 25 degrees, and you can see these feel like it's 12, so I'm not cold at all. This is very, very good. We're gonna go back to base. I guess I'll take this, a hunting knife.
Excellent.
Now this was last time in the gold mine, and now I'm going to make my way back to the base. I was going to go via Angler's Den, but I think I would go via the High Meadows. I'm not sure though, maybe I won't do that. Do I have the Polaroid for that? No, I don't think. No. Okay, in that case, maybe we should go to Angler's Den. Because if we go to Angler's Den, we can take the shortcut through the cave, which will be easier with all this stuff, and then when we're lighter we can go to the High Meadows. That might be an idea. Maybe. We can see. But didn't I find the Polaroid for this? Excuse me. I thought I did. Polaroids. This one here. No, that's Timothy Mountain. Okay, I guess I didn't find it. But I did. Let's see, is there no loot there? Usually there's like a container thingy. Guess not. Oh well. There's the wolf right there. Not too worried about that. Let's head down. I should do some more mapping also, but I'm not going to stress about it. I know some people play Stalker as their main. For me, Stalker is where I go to unwind. And I think this is good enough for now. I clearly didn't take my rifle with me because the roll was good enough. I saw the wolf here somewhere. We don't need to worry. There we are. This used to be a moose spot. But it's not moose anymore. This is like a birch forest, but it's burnt down. We can't map it as birch forest. Where did the wolf go? There it is, yeah. Not sure whether I should shoot this wolf. I'm tempted to go to the high meadows, but I'm carrying so much stuff, like 43 kilos. I think I'd rather go back to base, dump some of this stuff, organize myself a bit, and then we can go out and explore Blackrock some more. Because we really wanted to go to the gold mine anyway. Because the gold mine had the backpack. And now that we have it, we can carry a ton of stuff. But I also brought a lot of stuff with me from the mine and the journey there. So let's go back to base. Drop all this stuff off, get ourselves situated, and maybe go out and do something else. There's a lot of Ash Canyon to explore still. It's a great little region. Well, not even little, it's quite big. Really like this region. There's a lot of levels to it, a lot of things to explore. And let's just do that. Let's go and explore, and let's map as well. But first, let's not go around and do that while we're heavy, I don't think. Let's go and get comfy first, I think. So let's take this, go to Angler's Den first, just because I think I left something there. And I say, you know, think, because it's been ages since I set foot there in real time. I don't remember when I was last there. So let's just head there now. And then we can head to the cave, and then Foreman's, and then we'll go from there. Let's just check to see what there is. So here, there used to be wolves that couldn't cross an invisible barrier, but that's not the case anymore. They can now come for me, but I don't think it's one right here. Burdock plant. I don't really need that though. I'm not sure what my cooking level is, but I'm not going to pick up anything plant related except for birch. And it's so great to play like survival mode again, because that's one of the things with episode 5 that was so different. They didn't really have a survival element. The other episodes did, to varying degrees, sure, but it was still a survival game with a story, effectively. Well, episode 5 is a story with survival elements to it. So in episode 5, except for a few instances like Perseverance Wilds, you mostly just did a linear gameplay, focusing on the story. And there wasn't much in terms of survival. There wasn't really any incentive to hunt anything, or kill any animals, craft anything. It wasn't really necessary at all. Exploration was only really necessary in the sense that you wanted to find loot and solve some quests. But the main quest, there were no side quests. So the survival element was largely absent. So it's nice to be here again. You know, the real The Long Dark, as it were. The main The Long Dark that has all the survival elements to it. The main thing that made the game great to begin with. So this, I think we have the key for now. This was found in Minus Folly. I think inside is fish and flares.
I can always use more food.
Fish. Fish and fish and fish. Lots of fish. Tell you what, I should take this out actually and just drop it here, because I don't want to carry this around. But at least it gives us something to cook. Alright. Okay, let's see. I did leave some stuff. It looks like it's mostly wood and maple. I think we're going to leave the wood here. It is further for crafting, but it's heavy. We're going to have to come back for that. It's too heavy, really. Yeah, some decorative books, and I think that's everything there is here. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, unless I left it in here. Oh, I did leave some stuff in here. Oh, okay, well, never mind then. Another revolver, we'll take that. I'm heavy now, which is actually, that's no good, because I need to be lighter. Maybe we can leave a couple of drinks in here. I can't carry too much stuff is the problem. I want to bring this all up there, but this is too heavy. Let's bring this book and leave a hatchet. And bring instead film. That's a whole other thing. Arrows. We can bring the arrows, I guess. And a couple flares. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to take this up to Foreman's Retreat, which is right up there. Right up there. And we're going to go through the cave system, which only has one rope. So we just got to climb up that rope and we'll be fine. And that's it, really. We'll dump everything in a tiny little base. I do probably want to come back here and grab the wood, just because you can use fir wood to craft furniture. Wow. Stupid thing isn't loaded because I picked up 2 revolvers. Carrying 3 revolvers, actually. Oh, that's okay. He got scared. There we are. You run away. Because there comes Zach with his revolver. He shoots with mittens. The mitten revolver. And we're going to... once we've done this, once we drop this, then the Ash Canyon becomes your oyster, effectively, because we have the backpack already. We've looted all the sort of high-end locations, like we looted gold mine and everything to it. So there are still things to loot and things to find, but not many like high-end loot places that has a ton of loot, so there's that. I'm just going to go. We're very slow because of the wind. We're getting there. Oy. Nice to have a little break from the story, to be honest. I like this place. Relaxing waterfall. It's very loud, though, the waterfall, but I do love it that you can go under it here and there's a whole passage. It's a great little design. There was one such instance in episode 5 where you went behind the waterfall, and I thought that was kind of cool. I hope they add that. Yoink. Empty from last time. Because I came this way when I entered Ash Canyon. There we go. And one more. And now we're entering a wolf's nest. Wolf's nest is just something I started saying years ago, and people kind of adopted it, but it's just a colloquial way of saying a bunch of wolves in a confined space. Wolves don't have nests, you know. They don't nest. But this area is one of a few that are notorious for that. We have a bunch of wolves in a small space. In this case, it's lake and waterfall. So that's quite rough. There's a few other ones in Ash Canyon. That one by the actual canyon. Narrow Canyon. There's that. And a few others. So yeah. If you are a bit reckless there, you could get attacked by wolves pretty easily. Oh, this wind is so bad. Because here especially, because they can be around corners. You have the revolver, a very good idea here is to shoot one before you get too close, to get them to flee. You saw the wolf, they're walking away, so let's do this. There, as you know, they're scared. A lot of the revolver is for this purpose. That is the main purpose of the revolver. Deterrent. Just get the wolf scared. You shoot and make a loud noise. Get them to run away. That's the main thing. Of course you can hunt with it. You can insta-kill a wolf too with one shot. But the main point of it is deterrence, really. We can scare this one off too, but we are kind of walking the dog with this one. And this makes me want to go to the... Is that a person? It looks so strange from the distance. Far territories. I want to go to the far territories again. We should do the tails on this as well, actually, and get the camera. So we should really go to the far territory. I guess that's probably the next thing I'll do. We're going to be in Ash Canyon for a while. Hopefully not like 8 months until the next episode. And then we'll explore Ash Canyon for a while, make it our base, and we'll probably go to far territory afterwards. There we are. I love the sound design. That's something that was actually added when Ash Canyon was released. the sort of echo effect when you shoot the weapon, and you can hear the echo. That's because it bounces between the mountains. And that wasn't added to the game until I believe it was Ash Canyon. It might have been Black Frost. Not Black Frost, Black Rock. But somewhere around that time. And it's a great little detail to sound design. Okay, let's head into the cave and up to Foreman's. Okay. Don't have much fuel left here, so it's a little bit concerning. I think it'll be okay though. You don't need to pick up any coal or anything. We've been here before not that long ago. Oh yeah, the waterfall. Forgot about that. I think I'm just gonna let it get wet.
Dry my feet. I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, let's see how long it takes for this to get dry. Actually, that was a dumb idea. You know why? Because it makes them heavier when they're wet. Forgot about that.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Up you get. Oh, subtitles are off, but because I turned them off earlier for winter mute, and it seems to translate into this. Let's see. The coal hasn't respawned anyway, I can see. Guess since I don't have much light, I need to douse the lamp here. Just grab this first. Anything I need to drink to lighten the load? There's this, of course, but what's my cooking level anyway? 3. Not sure how much I'm bothered by that. Warming up one piece of that. You know, we're going to level it by hunting for the most part. Do that. And drink. Coffee as well, but let's see. Any wood? I guess I can drop some coal. Yeah, go. Yeah, heavy started to climb that, but it's a really short time. I love the lantern so much. It's one of my favorite items in the game. A lot of people don't like carrying lanterns around because they feel it weighs too much. And, you know, they just light a torch. But for me, I'm like, well, that requires using a match, you know? I don't like using matches for light. Because you gotta light the torch and then maybe afterwards you don't need it anymore and then the match is gone. Granted, this is a Stalker. Look how many matches we got. So matches on Stalker is really not an issue. There's so much of it. It's crazy. And on Interloper, to be fair, it's not that much of an issue either. There are a lot fewer matches on Interloper. But even so, you know, there are hundreds of them in the game. And with the trade added, you can also trade for matches. So you'll be okay either way. So there's nothing wrong with doing that. If you're one of those people who every time you enter the dark, you light a torch, then there's nothing wrong with that. Especially on lower difficulties, because you'll be drowning in cardboard matches all over the place. So if that's how you play it, then don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But for me personally, I like carrying the lantern around. Because one thing, you don't use a match, but also it's just you can just turn it on and off whenever you want to, and easy enough to replenish the oil. You gotta do fishing, sure, but that's okay. I like the aesthetics of it also. I feel like a survivor would carry that around. Sorry if I sound a little nasal, but I think I have a sore throat coming, which is great. Been a while since I was ill, and it's nursery season, you know. If you go when you're kids, at some point you realize, it's been a while now since the kids have been ill. Which means I haven't been ill in a while. And that's the day after, that's the day you get sick, you know. What was it starting to snow? See that? That's such a cool little detail. Look at that. Just suddenly, the snow started appearing in the air. Just like that. And now I'll see snow coming in, probably light snow. That's great. I love the visual enhancement update actually. When they announced that, I was like, do you really need that? And to be fair, it's not really an essential part of the game. But what the visual enhancement update does, it just like adds a ton of these little features to the game to make it look a little bit more immersive, a little bit more fluid, a little bit more organic, and it's very nice to see that. The fact that they bothered to do that at all is good. I was going to go in here because I realized I haven't mapped this. Some food over there. Yeah, minus folly. Let's map that. There we go. I need more food to cook here. Well, that's fine. That later. Alright, let's head up here. Let's get us situated in the base with all this stuff. Maybe we can do a few things. And then we can move back out. There's a lot of nooks and crannies to explore in Ash Canyon, and that's what's great about this map. I do think I want to go to Homesteader's Respite, I think it is. I might go through the canyon into the wolf nest afterwards. We'll see. Ptarmigans are out. Should I get some ptarmigans? I don't have the bow with me. They're noisemakers? No. I heard a ptarmigan right now. There is one here somewhere. Hey. I guess I can wait. I can hear it, but I can't see it. There it is. Little chicken. Okay, we can leave you for the moment. Here comes the snow. Might lead to a blizzard. But here's why I love Ash Canyon, see? And survival mode. I mean, look at this, right? Even with snow. Look how big this map is. And all the little nuances to it. Like bridges, canyons, houses, trees, rivers, fishing, animals. Like Ash Canyon, I think, is a perfect example of like great design in this game. And imagine this was the only region you had, then that's kind of what you would experience in, like, in say an early access game. You only have the one region and you're playing around with this. That was just great. And then it's revealed that, well, actually there's like 12 other regions, you know, I can't remember how many there are, to be explored as well. The Long Dark is so huge in survival mode. It's by far the core of the game's success, for sure. I have got tons of food to cook, so I should do some cooking then. And we got some moose meat and some bear meat. Let's eat the bear meat first. Let's just take these with us. Water's okay, we can take one more.
I should drop some gear.
Yeah, it looks like I need to cook some gear. Wow. Cook some meat as well. Alright, so in here we got some stuff curing. That's fine. And I've tied it a little bit too. There's a pillow here. There's a skillet. There's all this stuff here. Okay. In here, what have we got? So, been a while now. Let's put all these matches we don't need. We don't need all these newsprints in there. Why is that in there? Let's harvest those. There are all these cardboard matches. Frankly, all the wood matches except for like a few. We got some books. Maybe I should just read those books, to be honest. Tolerant. Don't know if we need that much coal either. We can put the purification tablets in there. Antibiotics. We don't need that. Let's use a tea. Put some birch teas in there. Here, we can put everything we're not using in here as well. Food. Okay, I put food in here. That's not a good idea. Don't do that. Let's take the food out. Quite hard now because the bow is not here. Where is the bow actually? Can't remember. Load of flares. I need to carry one flare around, in my opinion. We can just... Oh, one row is significantly better condition. Let's see here. Cured maple sapling. Okay, that's good. The food, I think I'm going to put the food on here. Just drop the food here in the corner. Not all the food or anything, but this also needs to eat soon. Potatoes. Salt. Soup. Coffee. Dog food. I should eat the dog food. I think I'll carry a lot of stuff around. Maybe not the zap ones. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's put this stuff here. Cooking stuff. We have some coffee. I was going to put this over here. Broth. Potato. 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 If you can't put them too close, then go out and go back in again. And then it should fix it. Yeah, that's better. And we have some soup. Salt can go ahead too. Another potato. Yeah, some energy bars. Because if these expire inside the chest, they will disappear. And I don't want that. Let's put that there. So there's our little food supply right there. Good. Okay, what else can be dropped? Oh, well, the saplings for one needs to be dropped to be cured. There's a bear hide curing in there. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's put down our saplings. Yeah, let's unload this revolver. And this other one. Put both of those in this chest. And also we don't need all these recycled cans. Got a black rock for that. Let's load the revolver. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my rifle here. It's nice as it works actually, because in the past it was always buggy. You come back and the rifle was never on the wall. But that's good. This pillow shouldn't really be there. I'm not sure why it is there, but put it there. On the bed. Starting to get a bit tidy. You also have these shelves there for food and whatnot. Can we fix this picture? We can. That's neat. Okay, what else? I got all these books. I'm wondering if I should read. Carcass harvesting level 4, is that not really necessary? Cooking, yeah, maybe. Shooting, I guess that could be handy. I think I'll carry the cooking book around. And I will read the hunting one now. Or as far as I can, anyway. Got some tinder. What's my fire starting level, actually? 2. Okay. Let's just start reading this book here. 2 hours. If you find a guns book, you're gonna read that later. Because I don't think you can read these books, the shooting ones. Not too dark. Until once you reach level 4 rifle, I don't think you can read those books anymore, but you can read the guns books. No food poisoning so far. Okay. Sleep. Oops. Sleep for 11 hours, I think. Should do it. Okay. Daylight. What's the... oh, it's the parasite risk. It's the yellow thing. 33 days. Not bad. Okay, let's finish reading this book, so that's done. There we go. Now level 2. Which is just less sway or whatever, critical hit chance, yeah. And I would love to put this book on here. No, oh, my mic quit flying. I would love to put it upright, but you can't do that very annoyingly. There is a trick though, which the calendar is the best way to do it. I don't think we have a calendar here though. But maybe this picture will do. It doesn't look like it's going to work. No, it's not going to work. Is there anything else that could serve as a calendar? I think this is the same issue. Yeah. What if I drop this picture on the floor? What happens if I take this? I haven't experimented that much with no, it's the same thing, okay. With safe house details. If you want to know how to really cheese all the safe house stuff, then just go to Bashrope's channel. I can't actually move that, really? How strange. We'll figure that out later. We need to find a calendar or something to cheese that. I think that's something they should add to the safe house mode, that you can rotate on the axis. That's just something they should do. Okay, let's have a little look here. We got most things. Decent condition here, for the most part. We could repair a couple things, but I think we're warm enough. We got food. We got tools. Let's see, is anything... I don't need to carry rifle ammunition around. Rifle ammunition... I don't think that needs to be in there. That can be in here. Let's see. Put in the rifle ammunition here. So there's casings. And the torches. I don't know. I think I need to carry one torch around. At this point. We'll carry the book with us, just in case. Haxon needs repairing. We could also polish the revolver, but I can wait. Feathers we can put in here. 4 ptarmigan downs. Okay, so we could use with some more feathers then. I think we're good now. Now, if you look now, I 30 kilos I'm carrying. So I have 15 kilos to spare, which is a lot. I do need to cook some food though. And do I have maglins actually? I do. Not that really matters. But there's so much we need to cook. Wood-wise, though, I only really have coal. Don't really... There was some wood in here, but I think that was meant for crafting. We could do a little bit of a cookout. I can grab one of these... is it all fur, is it? It is all fur. Okay. Let's see if we can find some sticks. And then we can use coal for the rest. And let's cook a little bit to have a bit more supplies. Ptarmigan around? No. There's trees around, so there should be sticks around too. Let's just grab some somewhere. Stones. There's some sticks right there. Oh wow, really? What got damaged from that? Boots, I guess. Okay, I got some sticks. It's unusual for me to not have that. You should always carry at least one stick on your person. The fact that I wasn't doing that was weird. And we'll go to Homesteader's Respite afterwards. But first, let's cook a little bit. Oh, look at this scenic thing. It's great to have a base all the way up here. It's not the most practical, because getting to it is a little logistically challenging. But what a view you get up here, though. Still fantastic. Look at that. Great stuff. Let's light a fire with this mag lens. Oh, Ptarmigan's back. I would get it just to have the feathers for future crafting, but I guess I can wait. I'm gonna make the bear bedroll, for example. Not really that necessary on Stalker, to be fair. On Interloper, the most you can recover is 32% in a night's sleep, plus whatever you have from teas. And there's some exceptions to that rule. But in Stalker and below, you can pretty much recover full health, more or less. Okay, let's cook some stuff. We need some water also, so let's do water plus meat. And to speed things up a little bit, let's do it on the skillet. So let's do, we got bear and moose. We'll just do whatever comes first. Yeah, and while that's cooking, takes an hour, we might as well read a book for 1 hour. And now that's cooked, then we can cook another one. Now usually I would drop the meat to make sure I don't smell, but up here, a lot of animals going to come crawling. Yeah, repeat. Let's keep cooking. And let's keep reading. Is this gonna blow out? Maybe. Nah, it's shielded for the moment. Which is good. Let's eat this moose meat. And drink this water. I think we can go a little bit longer. We can never have too much water, so I'm going to keep going. Next, 1 hour left. Blew out. Or did it end? I think it actually ended. I wasn't paying attention. Oops. Yeah, I think it did end. Well, let's put this book away. Should I cook some more? Maybe I should. I thought it said it was an hour left, but that must have been the round before. Oops. Figure this out later. Let's see. Should I cook some more? I don't really need the coal as the thing, because it's so warm here. I think I'm gonna cook some more. I'll just use a match. I just wasn't paying attention to the timer. So we'll just do it this way. Oopsies.
Come on.
Oh, parasite risk was healed, then we can eat another bear meat. Let's try and keep that risk low. Every now and again.
Turned out pretty well.
I'll reset completely. Let's just do something like this. Oh, I don't have the kit on me. Wait, so I don't think I have tools to repair my hacksaw. You should kill a cougar, actually. That's something I should do. Is there a cougar in Ash Canyon? I don't think there is. Okay, that's cooked. Let's organize this a bit. I don't have to do all of it at once, but nicer than this is good. It's all moose meat. This is bear meat. Moose meat. Bear meat. Put that here. Eat that next, I think. Did it blow out? I think it did. Ptarmigan's gone. Let's see if this blows out too. Let's get the firearms cleaning kit. It did blow out. We can put sticks in, so this is a gust situation. So what's happening here is the wind isn't actually strong enough to blow out the campfire. But it's got these like gusts of wind coming now and then, which is enough to occasionally knock it out. It would be good if I could get this water done. So I'm actually gonna try to get this done. Should be fine now. Okay, we got that. Would have liked to cook a bit more, but we always cook indoors next time as well. 18 minutes. Ah, oops. Oh. Should be fine. Let's get this cooked too. Embers was 1 minute. There we go. Oh, just barely. Just barely. I guess we'll stay here for the night, because it's getting dark now. Let's get the firearms cleaning kit. And take that out. Put the whetstone in, so it will despawn. Take another whetstone out. And I think that's good enough. Yeah. We don't have tools to repair the hacksaw, which is a shame. Why is this here? It's unsafe, I see. Okay. Next time I can cook inside and last even longer. Well, it won't last as long, but it'll be safer. Okay. I'm still warm, so I always stay out here to clean this revolver while I have bullets in it, which I'm sure is very safe.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
It's not going to jam. It doesn't really jam until it gets pretty low condition, like 25% or less or something like that. But still, let's just do it. We are using it fairly frequently. There we go. We can also sharpen this axe. It's kind of passing time here a little bit. Wind died down. You get sharpening level 5 soon. Oh, it's not really level 5, but it's kind of like 3 levels to do through sharpening by 3%, then 4, then 5. Basically what happens. Right. More oil would be great, but what can you do? It is what it is. Okay, I think this is fine then. You could also repair these, I guess. Why is it too dark? You got that good. Nice. Wool long johns repaired. I think we're in good state now. Okay, let's eat a bear meat then. Get a 1% risk. It's fine. And I think we'll go to sleep. We cooked enough for now. And we can head out in the morning. And we need to map some more. Well. Okay, anyway, let's go to bed. Just going to sleep 9 hours maybe. I'm going to put 10, but I think it'll be 9. Yeah, this is fine. Looks like there may have been an aurora that has ended. Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. The aurora is about to end. Yet another view from Ash Canyon. The aurora view. This is my first aurora since episode 5 came out. Good thing we don't have the aurora sickness. Which I'm calling the void sickness, by the way. It's my name for this thing, the void sickness. Where you get signs of dementia. And a call to go to the water. That one repeat. I just realized that this constellation repeats. See that? It's 4 stars and then the galaxy. That's again over there. And over there. And over there. Yeah. It's neat though. Still amazes me, the aurora. Without the aurora, the Long Dark will still be a great game. But the aurora and its effect just adds that little touch. You know, the chef's kiss. It changes it from a 9 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. Such a great world building device. Alright, let's... Also, are we getting affected by this? Nah. We're only immune individuals. Not affected by the void sickness. Aurora walls. One right there. It is one right there. Okay, we're gonna go inside a little bit because we're getting cold. Let's just pass a little bit of time here. There, I think. Got darker. Let's eat a little bit of food. Let's take with us like 2 moose meat. A bit more water, I think. And I think I'm going to head out now. I'm going to go explore a little bit. Let's also grab some charcoal. And let's map a few things that we haven't mapped also. Like we're going to go across the bridge. We haven't been there yet. We don't have the Polaroid, but that doesn't really matter. The wolves are transitioning from aurora wolves to regular wolves, so they're getting scared. They're really running as well. Look at that. Tail between his legs. Still hear the aurora howls. Look at him go. He's so scared. Alright. As the song of the aurora goes away, the bridge starts to sway. You're messing up my poetry, Will. Song of the Aurora goes away. The bridge begins to sway. It is the dawn of a new day. Let's keep the wolves at bay. You can just hand me the Nobel Prize right now. For literature. And like I said, there's cardboard matches just littered all over the place. How about under here? Didn't even check. And another one. We've been leaving these behind, huh? I'm not gonna grab all these saplings, I don't think. Make a bow later. I do love the bow. Alright, let's look around. There's a lot to explore in Ash Canyon. It's gonna take a while to do all of it. This region has a lot of little nooks and crannies and little things. There's a lot of it. So yeah, it's a lot of little nuance to this region. A lot of little things here and there. Not major loot or anything. Those we already found. But little locations that can have loot, or it's just a nice little scenic view, or a hidden area. There's a lot to this region. Let's go into this cave over here and map it. Not gonna get cabin fever, that's for sure. Yeah. Now, fun fact, I think I probably mentioned this already. Oops. When Ash Canyon was released...
Someone's stash.
Someone's stash. The caves were not actually warm. So, with one exception, I think it was. I can't remember which cave that was. But the caves weren't warm. They gave us small bonus, which was kind of like the equivalent to being in wind resistance. But not like here where it's 9 degrees in. And that was like that for a little while. Then they patched it. And then they did have a warmth bonus like all the other caves. Because you see the Ash Canyon caves look a bit different from the caves in all the other regions. And it didn't have a warmth bonus. Now it does. I kind of liked it. It didn't have it. Made it the challenge. It made the region a bit more challenging. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So here, this is one of the meadows. Not the high meadows, but one of the plateaus. Here, there's not much to it. It's kind of like the pass to high meadows and Climber's Cave. You can also go to Homesteader's Respite from here, which is what we're going to do. But there is a campfire here, usually, which can have loot. There's also rabbits over here to the right. There's like a little pond down here. I guess you can call it a pond. Here. There it is. It has rabbits. See? You can map from here. Didn't map the rabbits, but that's okay. Now, up here could be the campfire. There we are. Sorry, it's snow shelter. Got a rabbit snare. We got rope and a knife. We don't really need any of these things, so we might just leave it. Oops. Then up there is the pass to High Meadows. We're gonna go left. I don't know why, but for some reason this path always reminds me of Rand Alpha. I'm not sure why. I think it's because he went here and he did the Zack experiment. I think that's what that was. He was like, him and Once were the only people who go to Ash Canyon in that little survey. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, there'll be a video eventually about it. But the gist of it is I did an experiment where I had 8 veteran long dark players and 8 novices have the exact same start on Interloper, and then they had to basically survive for 10 days. And I mapped how they behaved, and that was interesting. But then I didn't finish it, and then the program crashed. They changed it also. I can't do the editing I used to do. So yeah, it's a shame. Right, so we're going to go to Homesteader's Respite now, which is initially inaccessible because of the ropes missing for the rope anchor. But you can attach a rope, which I did find one up there, but there should be one at the cabin too. Let's just check that out. Is this rope glitched out a little bit? I think it has. A little bit, yeah. Intel, take note. The cabin is down there. As you can see, rope anchor is not present. So when you come here and walk down here, you can't get up there. But you can goat it, which I've done many times. It's very easy, and I have done it in many videos. Basically kind of go up this path here, hug the wall, and if you keep hugging it, you eventually end up like there. So you can goat up to the Homesteader's Respite pretty easily, to be honest. Do we do the rope skip? No. Don't do that in survival mode, unless it's some sort of speed run. Okay, down here there should be a climbing rope that we can attach to the rope anchor. And there should be matches too here. Those guaranteed matches locations. Ashcan is pretty good with matches if you spawn here. Angler's Den always has matches. Goldmine has matches, and Homesteader's Respite has matches. At least an Interloper that does. I think on Stalker too. And then on lower difficulties, there's all these cardboard matches around, so you'd be drowning in matches here. Sleep a little bit. So here, and sometimes there's ptarmigans there too. I really should get the bow started so I can shoot my fire hardened arrows. You know, usually there's a rope around here. So here is a drink. Pack.
Gotta take this food.
Very nice. No Tommies today. Marine flare in the snow. No, there are Tommies. Roll bin. Better try and kill one. Could do. You don't really need to though, it's the only thing. I spooked him anyway. Shoot, you birds. Can be done. Very, very hard. Let's see here. The rope should be in here in that case. Rope. There we are.
This stuff will come in handy.
Let's just put that on right away. Now, some people have reported that this rope anchor is actually present. That was a result of the last patch they did. I think some hot fixes and whatnot. And some people have done new runs where the rope anchors like this one has been in place. Pretty sure that's a bug though. Let's attach this. There we go. Now we can climb up here whenever we want. Isn't that nice? Okay, let's go inside, check out the loot. This is another place that's a cute little cabin close to the fishing hut. This is a good location too, especially with the rope. But yeah, doesn't have a workbench though. Well, they could always make one. Alright, so let's just light Do we need a lantern? Actually, no, we can see. So under here is a suitcase.
That'll come in handy.
Jeans. Sewing book. Sewing book is the last skill you max because it takes forever to actually sew everything. Then we have, looks like, lantern fuel. Very nice, you need that. Condensed milk. Wood. Oh, peaches. Crate. Yeah, we got ketchup chips. Is there matches here? Maybe not, Stalker. We need to look at the matches. Let's see what's in here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Oh, yeah, well. I think that's it. Okay. I think I'm gonna sleep a little bit. Because we're a bit tired. Let's sleep like 2 hours, maybe. Alright, let's eat some moose meat. Drink snappy orange pop. I think we're going to continue. We're not fully rested, but that's okay. Angler's Den isn't that far. This base isn't that far. There's caves. Much visibility. What I want to do is... Actually, I haven't mapped this, have I? There we are. I want to go into the canyon itself. So you see Climber's Cave here. See, there's like a little gap here. This whole thing is a massive canyon. So from roughly here and down like this, there's a huge canyon. Which could be Ash Canyon, but I'm pretty sure Ash Canyon refers to this whole stretch here with the river. It's because the forest has been burned. Hey, sun came out. We're going to go do that. That's an area you often don't go to because there's not that much to it. There's a cave. There's a bunch of rose hips. If you need that, load of that. And then you come out in a wolf nest. You do, however, it is, however, possible to spawn there. It's one of the possible spawn locations. Which is strange. There's like 3 spawn locations in Ash Canyon.
Oh, I can use this.
Sounds there's a lantern in here. No, but we do have this scrolled message, survival hint. Gonna climb, start at the bottom, no better place than the road to Wolf's Jaw, which is here. Yeah, that's the other route up to gold mine. Nothing else here. Bit of charcoal, I guess. So here, there's also some loot up here. This destroyed house that's burned down. I think there's a box here, a green box. We can check out. Yeah.
I could use this.
T-shirt, toque. Okay, well, let's map this too. There you go, yeah. And then other than that, there's not much to this area. There's deer around, wolves. Used to be moose spawn here, I'm not sure if that's still active. There's quite a lot of cattails and rose hips, that sort of stuff. The aesthetics of this is great. I love this. You know me, I always go on about it. I really love thick forests in the long dark. And then there's not really any of them except for the birch forest. There's also this one, of course, the ash forest, I guess you could call it. From whatever fire happened here. Natural fire, probably. And, yeah. I think that's cool. We're going to go into this canyon itself. So here you have this bridge. We'll go there later, which leads up to Climber's Cave. See, all these levels are connected. There's usually more than one way up to them. We'll go there because you need to check out the bunker too. This part here, oh, I don't know if I've ever been up here. I don't think there's anything to it though. I think there's a dead end. But it's kind of funny, I never noticed it before. The long dog has a lot of these little things like this. Like a little dead end like this, where there's nothing to it. That's part of this game, really. Yeah. It's kind of funny that it's there when it didn't have to be. But that is the long dark view. A lot of little dead ends and nooks and crannies and corners and paths that lead nowhere and has nothing in it. Sometimes there's something. Sometimes there's treasure at the end of the rainbow. But usually in the long dark there isn't. And I love the aesthetics of this. This is such a nicely crafted region, I think. Oh, hello there. Well, you run away then. Oh, hello. I think I missed, didn't I? This crow's hard to see. This should be a deer carcass, I assume. Let's grab... Actually, isn't. Grab a couple of these, because I don't have a key of these. Since when has there been a corpse here? That's new. Mentor hint. Storm goes on. Was it only of the mine? Gold mine, yeah. I don't know. If there's a memento hint that this has been there since the loot refresh. I think I just haven't set foot there since then. I don't think I've been to this actual canyon or cleft, whatever you want to call this, since a long time. Whenever I come to Ash Canyon, I don't usually stay here that long. I go gold mine and do a few things here and there. I don't usually go to places like these. When Ash Canyon came out, I explored the hell out of it tons of times. Well, that was like 2020, I think, it came out, Ash Canyon. So it's like 6 years old, something like that. But I haven't been in here very many times. So I might have just not checked that corner of the map since it came out. Need one more cattail. I'm only carrying this that smells. Should eat it, really. How much is left of it? 0.9. 0.29, sorry. Now, this is kind of like a long passage. Long cleft, I guess you could say. Breathe through some terrain. There's a map here and there. And it comes out at an open area. There's wolves in it. Should have mapped that corpse, maybe. It's kind of hard to map this part of the region. You kind of has to be in it. If you stand above it, as long as it works too. More rose hips. And you got this stuff. That's an interesting part. When I first discovered this, when Ash Canyon came out, I was like, oh, this probably doesn't go anywhere. It's just like a little leftover design stuff. And as it goes on, and I realized, oh, no, actually this is intended. But also, you notice, look at this, huh? Look at this design, huh? Amazing. You'll notice that later, there's actually a path down here from above. And you can, there's a designated more of these saplings. They're not on the map, are they? No, no, they are. Here it is. Yeah, you can see it here. So, there's a jump you can take to get to the bunker, but the one I'm referring to is looking for that tree bridge. Let's be further. Yeah, it's further then. Yeah, we're coming up to it. A lot of crouching in here too. I think we're approaching it. I think we have the wolf plateau is not far from here. There's a neat little area. Imagine having a base here. I no one will ever find you for hide and seek, you know. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. Right, so we're here now. We can actually map this. This is hard to grasp where we are. So we've gone around the started around here. You can see the opening here. It goes around like this. Here's Climber's Cave. So Climber's Cave above us is like there. Anyway, stand here, look up. What do you see? You see this thing, this tree. That's the tree that you cross to get from south to Climber's Cave. That is, if you look here, I haven't mapped it, but you come out of a cave down here. You walk across this bridge. There's this corpse here. There's a corpse under the bridge. This corpse is above us. It's under the bridge. It's up there. We see the crows. That's that corpse. Right there. So you cross that tree bridge to get to the other side. You have to climb his cave, which from there you can go down to Angler's Den. But notice they also have all these like these stones and stuff here. See this? See that? It's like the rocks connected. The two sides are connected to each other. You don't see it anywhere else. So it's all open space. But here there's actually a path, and this is an intended path down. I'll show you when we get up there. Probably next episode, but anyway. When you get up here, if you don't go on that bridge, but instead go along the edge here or around the edge, and you end up on this side, you can actually get down here. You go on these trees and onto these ledges and then down. Then you end up... Do I actually not have... Sorry, I just realized I don't have these on me for some weird reason. I should always have one of them. You end up down here. As the path ends, you come down over here. Here. This is the end of the path. You go down these things, dung, 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 dung. And it's not goating. It's intended. And they added that. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone use it. I've used it like twice. Mostly when I was exploring the region. I think that's fascinating that they did that. Like this canyon is... This map is so layered. This is what I mean, that Ash Canyon has so many secrets to it. A lot of them won't make a difference. Some of them you'll never use. Because how often do you need to get down here? How often are you up there and think, oh, I need to get down here? Why would you get down here? There's wolves that way. This way, there's like a cave, which I might have actually gone past. I'm too busy looking up. So, you know. But they still did it. But there is a cave. I think I have gone past it, actually. Yeah, because that's the wolf nest over there. Let's go back a little bit. I was too busy looking up, you see, so I think I've gone past the cave. I think it's back here. I don't think it's that close to the beginning, so I think it is back here. Oh, a cattail. Here it is, yeah. Let's see it. Yeah, there's the cave. I almost missed it. The wood designates that's where it is. So here's a little cave as well. We can sleep here if we need to. We're not going to do that, though. We're close to Angler's Den. We get the idea. But this is nice. I mean, they didn't have to add this, but they did. Let's eat the moose meat. Just so I don't smell. Alright. Let's head to the wolf nest. I should have in hindsight brought my rifle for this. There's usually like 4 wolves in here. One of my earliest clips is from here. I have the recording still from when I first explored Ash Canyon, the first time I go in here, blind. Because that was 2020, and in 2020 I was a streamer. I didn't do much YouTube, I did some, but I mostly did Twitch streaming, and then later I transitioned to doing YouTube instead. And I came in here, and I just found a bunch of wolves. And I have that footage somewhere. I think it has audio and me talking. It did happen occasionally I streamed without talking, but rarely. Anyway. Let's say, here is the wolf nest. Shame that the fog has descended upon us, but it is what it is. So here... Ooh. It's a bear nest now. Yeah, it's no longer a wolf nest, it's a bear nest. The bear lives there now. Isn't that interesting? That's where you've been. Can I get up there? Because I want a map. But I think I can't map in this condition, actually. Okay, so that's changed. I don't really have my rifle with me, so... Ooh, but this is creepy. Look at this. Can't see anything. We can hear that there is a beast here, hidden in the fog. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hi. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm leaving. Okay, that was... There's another cave in here. Is this the bear cave? Yeah, this is the bear cave. Is he coming in here actually now? Shouldn't have gone in here. Yeah. Well, if he is, we're just gonna have to fight him. That's alright. Are you coming in here? It sure sounds like it to me. The beast lurking there in the fog. Can't see anything. Only the sound of impending doom. Oh, if you are coming in here, this is going to be a stand. So I would recommend you don't come in here. The sound design in this game is fantastic too. There you are. Okay, mate. I guess we're doing this after all. Sorry to impede any little territory. But it is what it is. Okay. Let's do this. There we go. Took 2 shells, but we got it. And he's smoking. I can just harvest him right now. Because I'm not cold. Which is exactly what I'm going to do, I think. And then we'll sleep. Use 2 flare shells to do that. Because I didn't have my rifle. Well, that's the beauty of the distress pistol, of course. I wonder if I should quarter him. But I think I'm not going to, actually. I'm warm in it, 21 degrees. I think I'm actually going to just harvest this by hand. Like this. As well. Gonna take a while, but who cares? What does that mean? There's calories for it? Is that what that means? The hacks are gonna break? I think I haven't done it that far, so let's just see what happens. 5-hour harvest. I guess that was fine. I'm not sure what the issue was, but there we are. Hunting knife. Doing this well into the night, but that's okay.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's drop all your meat. It shall belong to us. cook it tomorrow. Drop the fat here. Drop the guts here.
My energy is just disappearing.
I should eat something. Let's eat condensed milk. I wasn't planning on doing this, but that's okay. You see, this was fun to do because I haven't explored these areas of Ash Canyon in a long time, and I didn't even know there was a bear here, and it's been like a year since they added the bear here. Let's get the hide as well. Oh, it's frozen. Okay, I'll use the knife then. We should get some wood. Where's my gloves? Why wasn't I wearing gloves? I took the gloves off, of course. Okay. I'm going to sleep. And sorry, bear. Thanks for all the fish, or rather food. I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to grab some wood. And I think I'll cook all this. Should be fine. But first, sleep. Let me also see, can I eat something else? Let's eat this energy bar. Right. Sleep for 12 hours, I think. There we are. Midday. Corpse is still there. Let's eat also this ketchup chips. Let's have a drink. And let's just take a moment here. Look outside. Yeah. Cloudy, but that's okay. Let's map this cave here. Bear carcass, which isn't really necessary. Also want to map this area here, what is now the bear nest rather than the wolf's nest. It's creepy in the fog, wasn't it? Grab some wood here. The big cooking session, which we'll do later. Map this too. That didn't really reveal that much, but let's grab the wood we can. Maybe I should get some tools so I can repair my hacksaw. That would be good. But I need to make the sled. I don't have the sled with me. Another thing to make. We got enough wood now though. For a big cookout. Alright, very nice. Let's very quickly craft the old man's beard. There we go. Also the spurge bark. And also the mushroom, because I can cook it later. We can do that later though. Okay, so let's sleep for 1 hour. Alright, fellow survivors, I'm gonna leave it there. I think that was a good episode. That was fun. It was fun to play survival mode again after having spent a significant time playing episode 5 lately. Nice to be back in survival mode where the heart of the Long Dark belongs. That was great. I really enjoyed just going around Ash Canyon and rediscovering why I think this region is so good. There's so much to find here and explore. Look at this. I went to an area that most people don't go to. If you watch people play this game, no one goes there. I hadn't set foot in it in a long time. I can't even tell you the last time I set foot in this part of the map. And now it turns out there's a bear here instead of a wolf. And I didn't know that. You know, I haven't studied the wildlife changes on the maps because I just experience them as I go along, and I go to most places, but this is one place I haven't been to. And we ended up killing a bear. Isn't that cool? So that's neat. That was fun. I look forward to next time I play this. I don't know when that will be. Maybe soon, maybe not. Next time we definitely need to have a cookout because we have all this stuff in front of us. And I actually kind of enjoy, like, I have a journal here, you know, what to do. I kind of like actually not looking at it, because then you come back and you're like, what was I doing 6 months ago? I don't remember. And you can kind of free wing it, you know. It's nice. So this was fun. I enjoyed playing it very much. I didn't have my rifle with me, but I did have this rest pistol. There were other ways to kill in the bear. You could have shot them with a revolver to get them to bleed, and then just make sure we would get mauled and they would run away and die. But the beauty of doing it this way is also the bear dies in the bear cave, which makes it a lot easier. So that's great. But yeah, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, survivors. Bye bye.